So today I would like to talk about something that is maybe not so technical. I would like to talk about philosophy, the philosophical side of blockchain. And can I go, let's see if it works. Okay. And I would like to talk about this because today I think that we are too much focused on technology, but we are less focusing on understanding the human nature. Because what I see is that we are talking to go to Mars, but we are still killing each other. I mean, I am in a country that is actually in a war. Last week I was in Lviv in a conference, and I saw a funeral of a young soldier outside the church. In the same time, I was just standing and I saw people just watching the mobile and passing by without even understanding that was a soldier, a young soldier that was killed in a war today. So, my point is, why we are so, let me be brutal, schizophrenic? Why we are so excited about technology, but in the same time, we keep killing each other? There is someone that must starting to ask why. Because this is important. Because if we don't start to ask why, if we don't start to understand the meaning of what we do, the meaning of a technology, yes, maybe we'll go to Mars, but we'll keep killing each other. And I will talk about a philosopher. Who of you know Ludwig von Mises? Raise up the hand. Ludwig von Mises was born in Ukraine, was born in Lviv in 1881. This Ukrainian has devoted his life to study, to understand human nature, because he felt that if we don't understand who we are, we will keep maybe one day using technology, be so excited, but keep doing the stupid things, the schizophrenic thing. I know that I'm here in a technological conference. I know that maybe this is not something centered in the topic, but I think that it's important because these technologies that we are using are very powerful. And if we don't start to understand the meaning of it, I think that we can keep doing the same mistake. Von Mises wrote a masterpiece. He is the founder of what is so-called the Austrian Economic School. How much of you has make such questions? What is, and then I go back to the topic of today, what is the meaning of blockchain? Who are beyond the famous paper of Satoshi Nakamoto? Do you know the essence of this white paper? Or you just focus on, the short-term possibility to make fast money? I can tell you one thing. Satoshi Nakamoto, and we don't know who he was, maybe a team. But one thing for sure, they were very, very familiar with this philosopher. Because this philosopher explained in that white paper, and if you just go just a little bit beyond the surface, you can grasp that in this white paper is explained the essence of money. Because, we can talk about blockchain, we can talk about Bitcoin, we can talk about token, but what is money? What is the origin of money? Because sometimes we take the things for granted. And again, if we don't start to make such basically common sense question, which is why I do this, why I do that, maybe we will start to dig in and to start to understand something more deep. And this thing, I can assure you, will help you in having more meaning, even in making a startup in blockchain. Because, I mean, I'm not going to go too much in the details about what Ludwig von Mises has studied, has written. I just can tell you that this book is called Human Action, is a 1,000 pages treatise on economic, where you can grasp all the essence of the economic without reading one mathematical formula. Because he was saying one thing, economic is the science of human action. Economic is not the science of robots, of mathematics. Because this is the problem today. We use technology, we are enchanted about the algorithmic of blockchain, but we lose sight about what is the meaning of blockchain. Because blockchain was born to disrupt the system. Blockchain was born right in the apex of the economic crisis. Blockchain was born as a reaction of the craziness, the schizophrenic, the madness of the system. Do you know how the monetary system works? Do you know what is doing, the central bank system? Do you know that playing with money is playing with our blood? And these people behind the white paper, Satoshi Nakamoto, basically assembled the technologies that were already there, peer-to-peer technology and the cryptographic technology, and like a stroke of genius, he created money as good as gold. And if you grasp the essence about how deep is the technology behind Bitcoin, because basically it's created a technology which is a money that, using the greed of human, the incentive, has created basically a technology that transcends any human manipulation, which is philosophically the essence of gold. And I like to tell you about this insight just to show you how it is very important to starting to get into the human nature. Because if we just go dig in a little bit here, we can start to find a lot of meaning about what's going on. And maybe we can use this meaning to create a startup that has a more meaning than just trying to make money as soon as possible, because which is another bubble. So, just to go briefly at the end, this is what I'm doing. I co-founded in Chile, in South America, we call an academy, but basically is a process where we try to attract people from all over the world, where we try to just, in bracket, just unite science and art. And when I mean art from the root of the word, which is the things in the right place. Because this is the essence. Technology, again, can be used to go to Mars, or can be used to push a button and kill millions of people. The choice, how we use it, is ours. And if we don't understand what we are, I think that we can keep taking a dangerous direction as we are today. So I will just finish to let me know this is a banner which is in Lviv, where Ludwig von Mises was born. And let me finish with some kind of provocation. In this country, this giant, a giant that has devoted the whole his life to try to understand and explain how important is human nature, was born here. And I keep asking who you know, who are you know Ludwig von Mises, and no one knows. In this country, one of the giants of the last century was born. So I invite you, I encourage you in Google, in take information, and eventually get interested in this giant of the last century. Thank you.